Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earnston Jr. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on at the fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the big dog heavyweight division. First, we got Deontay Wilder. Y'all know the bronze bomber, the Alabama slammer, the man that reigned for 5 years, has 10 title defenses, tying the great Muhammad Ali, the former WBC heavyweight champion. Then we have Anthony Joshua, the two-time unified heavyweight champion. And we still gonna talk about King Kong Luis Ortiz, who I think is one of the top elite heavyweights that's been ducked. But Wilder came out and you got some words for Anthony Joshua, man. You feel me? Anthony Joshua told Deontay Wilder that he's not elite. He ain't faced the top competition. And I want y'all to listen to what Wilder had to tell him. And I'll be back with the great assessment, family.
I really have no feelings towards it because, he's trying to psych himself up to believe something that he know him damn self that ain't true. That's why he didn't fight me, period. You know what I mean? You the one was asking about the money and is it real, but you let someone else run your career. If that was the case, then you would have been for me. It would have been no problem. They wouldn't have tried to lowball me into a flat fee of $12 million, but give a Joseph Parker 33%. If I wasn't the elite, you would fight. You wouldn't be scared. If I wasn't elite, then hey, look at the resume. You the one got knocked on your ass a few times and quit from a fighter that was unknown, that was just coming up and just got off the couch. You know what I'm saying? So that right there tell you who elite. I'm the one fighting the dangerous fighter. I even had to take out his garbage in fighting Luis Ortiz because I love Luis Ortiz. So I had to fight Luis Ortiz for him. Since that lets you know my character about myself. But we know who's elite and who's not. Me and him is day and night. He's a coward. He's scared. And he always making excuses. I guess once I beat Tyson Fury ass on the 24th, there'll be another excuse about mandatories and all that. He always reneging and going back up on his word. Can't nobody over this side of the pond believes him. I mean? Don't believe him at all. They better know his name. They like that big guy from England and all that and shit because he a bitch. Everybody want to have Deontay Wilder name in their mouth. That's all you hear. Deontay Wilder. If I wasn't elite, why the fuck everybody talking about Deontay Wilder?
As y'all can see, man, Wilder did not hold back from Anthony Joshua telling him that he wasn't elite. And I agree with everything Wilder said, bro. You know what I mean? Because when you think about it, when he beat Luis King Kong Ortiz, he was the third boogeyman. But everybody tried to take that back. Everybody don't want to give Wilder credit for Luis Ortiz. They want to say, oh, he was an old man. But y'all wasn't saying he was an old man at first when it was time for him to fight Anthony Joshua. You feel me? Nobody was saying that. People were saying, oh, why Wilder don't fight him? Why Wilder? Then when Wilder fight him and knock him out, then he become an old man. You know what I'm saying? How quickly fans forget. How y'all know we gonna keep real on this boy. How quickly fans forget, bro. Right? Then he went in there and fought Tyson Fury. I thought he beat him the first time. And then he ended up losing the second time for whatever reason that we think. But nonetheless, the third fight is here. The third fight is here. If he's not elite, he won't be fighting Tyson Fury for the third time, homie. The fight that they try to put you, the fighter that they try to put you in the ring with, Joshua. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And I don't take nothing from Anthony Joshua. Like I say, he's the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. I'm going to give him his credit. That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to give you your credit. And Deontay Wilder helped bring the heavyweight division back with the excitement and the knockouts. Anthony Joshua helped bring the division back with the big crowds, but he had the knockouts as well. Him being the gold medal over there in the UK, they got behind him. Putting 70,000 asses in the seats, that shit ain't easy. 80,000, something like that, right? So I'm going to give him his just due. But you're not going to take away Wilder's just due. You're not. Period. Because you had your opportunity to fight him, and you did let Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn discourage you from that fight. We heard out of Barry Hearn mouth himself that, oh, it's a $100 million fight. Matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all listen to it. Listen to what Barry Hearn had to say.
Eddie and Anthony Joshua would fight Deontay Wilder on September 22nd. Personally, my advice was let's leave it 2 years. because then how the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight got built, you know, in commercial terms, Deontay Wilder and AJ today is a $70 million fight, maybe 80. In 2 years' time, it might be $250, $300 million. That's where your judgment comes in and say, do I see anyone out there to beat either of them? No. Could it happen? Yes. If it happens, okay, that was a bad call. But you know, life's about making calls. It's not about sitting still, not taking chances.
So as y'all can see, man, Barry Hearn came out and admitted, right, that he wanted to stall the fight for 2 more years, trying to make the fight bigger than what it was. He didn't know what the number was going to be. He didn't know what the number was going to be. And even if it was 70 to 80 to 100, right? What would the rematch have been? Understand that. What would the rematch have been in an undisputed fight with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua? You see what I'm saying? It depends on how the fight would have went. If it would have been a hardcore nose, brawl you out fight, Wilder get dropped, Joshua get dropped, Wilder end up winning, Joshua end up winning, we know they got a rematch clause in the contract. You feel me? So, what would the rematch would have been? If Wilder and Fury is on their 3rd fight, right? They about to make X amount of fucking dollars, a lot of money. What would Anthony Joshua, who's the biggest star in the UK, and Deontay Wilder, the biggest motherfucking heavyweight and star in America, what would the rematch have been? So, you can't sit up here and say that Deontay Wilder is not elite, or he's not fighting elite people, when he tried to fight you and you let them stall your career. And that's what was my knock on Anthony Joshua. That's why I was pissed off at Anthony Joshua, because the things he's putting Deontay Wilder through to make the fight happen. You feel me? When Wilder was agreeing to all your fucking terms. Like you say, the $12 million fee turned into a $15 million fee of a $100 million fight. You heard him say it's 70 to 80. It would have maxed out at 100. And the only thing Deontay Wilder get is $15 million, right? And he was willing to accept that, as long as if he wins, that you take the same thing in a rematch, which is only fair, right? Which is only fair. So, y'all be blaming Wilder for shit that be bullshit, bro. Pure bullshit. You know what I mean? When Wilder is willing to take on any and everybody, not ducking nobody. Not ducking nobody. People say, oh, he don't want to fight Dillian White. Dillian White is not a better fighter than Luis Ortiz. Sorry, y'all. He's not a better fighter than Luis Ortiz. He's not. Luis Ortiz would knock Dillian White the fuck out. And I put money on that. Right now. Right now. You understand what I'm saying? He would knock that man out right now, bro. But Wilder stopped him twice. Fought him twice. And y'all don't even give him credit for that. Y'all try to shit on Luis Ortiz like Luis Ortiz was a nobody. But nobody wanted to fight that nobody. When he was coming up, dropping shit, beating motherfuckers' ass, one of the most technical Cuban fighters in the game, right, with power. Who tried to fight him? Who stepped up to the plate? He was a mandatory to Anthony Joshua. Listen to me, y'all. He was a mandatory. He went over to the UK. Eddie Hearn told him if he beat Malik Scott, he would get a fight with Anthony Joshua. He went in there, he beat Malik Scott. It wasn't the most impressive fight. Malik did what he had to do to survive the fight, right? Then he went and beat the White Rhino and Dave Allen. After he beat Dave Allen, he busted got a shot at Anthony Joshua. What did Eddie Hearn do? Kick his ass back to America. Too dangerous. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Shift his ass right back. Who picked up that slack? Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder. And I think Luis Ortiz was the mandatory for the WBA, if I'm not mistaken. Wilder had the WBC. Right? Had the WBC. Didn't have to fight him. Gave him 2 opportunities. 2. If that ain't elite, I don't know what is. Tyson Fury, 2 opportunities. 2. If that ain't elite, I don't know what it is. Knocked out Dominique Brazil, the same fighter Anthony Joshua fought. Beat Bermain Stavern, who was a top dog at the time when Wilder beat him. The first man to survive Deontay Wilder punch. Very technical. Bermain Stavern was very technical the first fight. The second fight, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He probably didn't take boxing serious no more. And Wilder did what he had to do when you put motherfuckers in there that don't take boxing serious. You get him the fuck up out of there. You feel me? Chris Arreola knocked him out with a jab, finished him. You know what I mean? Gerald Washington. These the same fighters that's on the same level that Anthony Joshua has been fighting. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about Dillian White. We talking about Klitschko, who was the biggest name on his resume, who didn't want under Wilder, 42 years of age, right? But I'm not going to bring up age because Klitschko still fought a hell of a fight. And I gave Joshua all the credit for that, right? Joseph Parker. But when you look at that, you look at Joseph Parker, you look at Alexander Povetkin, who Deontay Wilder was going to fight, but we all know what happened. You look at, and he was going to fight him when he was way more dangerous. Dillian White, and that's it. That's it. Everybody else is on the same level as the Deontay Wilder opponents. So we go Klitschko, Dillian White, Joseph Parker, Alexander Povetkin, right? All the motherfuckers is on the same level. Everybody else is on the same level of the other opponents Deontay Wilder fight. So then with Deontay Wilder, we go Luis Ortiz, we go Chris Arreola, Bermain Stavern, and I just said the boy name, Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury. So how is he not fighting elite fighters? And he fighting world champions and world champion contenders. We got to stop with the bullshit. We have to stop with the bullshit and keep it real, family. We got to stop with the bullshit and keep it real. Now, all the talking is over. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury finna get into the ring for the third time. If Deontay Wilder is successful, I want to see people keep that same energy and look for undisputed with Wilder and Joshua that should have took place in the first place. Keep that same energy. Joshua, you're dead ass wrong. Deontay Wilder is elite heavyweight. You are an elite heavyweight. Tyson Fury, to me, is an elite heavyweight. Luis Ortiz is elite heavyweight, right? And you can't take that man credit away from him. You can't take his credit away from him. Wilder know what the fuck he talking about. He know what the fuck he doing. And when he beat Tyson Fury, y'all keep that same energy, bro. Keep that same energy. Deontay Wilder will be coming for Anthony Joshua. No excuses. Don't make no mandatory shit. None of that. And you do got to get past fucking Alexander Povetkin because that ain't no easy fight. It ain't no easy fight. But I do got Joshua winning that fight. But it's going to be tough. You feel me? Deontay Wilder is as elite as they fucking come. Hands down like 630. Elite as they come. No more talk, man. Good luck to Wilder on the 24th. We'll see what Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk do. Shouts out to Luis Ortiz. And we'll let the game be the game. Until then, it's your boy Money. This the ANSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.